What's up, guys? This is D&D Vapes and doing a live show. Kind of enjoy doing the live show thing. I don't know. It's fun. Let me see if I do this. See, this would be better if I had it up here, but I don't have something to bring me up that high, so I kind of got to do this. But that's okay. I don't mind because I don't. So, anyways, we're gonna be doing a build, and I believe I brought it with me. I got an RDA that I might have forgot to bring with me, and it is the haze. Now, the haze seems like it was forgotten, and like I told you guys in one of my other videos, I like to bring back some RDAs that are older and that might have a chance to be revisited and brought back. Here it goes. Fell on the floor, that's why I didn't have it. So we're gonna go ahead and just see if I need anything else to bring with me. Make sure I got all my tools I need. Yeah, I pretty much got everything. Oh, I need my coil jig. You know what? Yesterday, that was kind of an issue. I couldn't find it. And it actually worried me because I don't know what I did with it. It's the only one I got except for the coil master I have as well, but I like using my new coil jig. Oh, I found it. Never mind. It's over here by my plant. So we're gonna go back in my kitchen, let my kids play in the living room. So what I got here, and I forgot the haze in there, didn't I? Excuse me. Sit down, please. Here we go.
I want to make your video.
Oh. Alright, so now I'm twisting around in circles and all that stuff. So I got the haze, and this is an older RDA, and I actually use this. I like this, and I haven't used it in a while because I need to go sit, please. I need to do another build on it, and my son's trying to be sneaky and sit there and look. So there was one point where I had one coil, and then I kind of liked it like that, and then I did a 2-coil build. Now the 2-coil build I did, I'm not too happy with it. Well, I am happy with it because it works really well. And the wrap I did on this, I know it looks kind of, I don't know, it's the way I did it. It goes, I think, 3 wraps or 4 wraps space, 4 wraps space, 4 wraps space, 4 wraps space. That's the clapping wire that's going around the other coils. Really hard build, actually, for me to do. I got like 4, no, I got like 2 or, no, I got, yeah, 4 32 gauge wires, and I got awesome build. It came out really great to vape with. So what we're gonna do is, I just want to show you guys, it's still nice and juicy, eh? So we're gonna go ahead and slide this on. And one thing about this build I noticed, it sticks over the edges. This RDA actually sticks over a little bit. There's a little lip on each edge, if you can see that, sticking over on each side. So this tank's just a little bit wider. Just that's because of the tank on the bottom, I believe. So we're gonna do this. Now I'm hoping that it'll fire. Nope. The ohms are really low. Who's at the door? Alright, so. Oh, thank you. Alright, so we're going to drop this down to about 32 watts. Thank you. I don't smoke anymore. Look at this. Oops. Tons of coupons from when I used to smoke. I used to get all the coupons online and go get my cigarettes, and I don't smoke anymore, so I'll probably just end up throwing them away because I ain't gonna advertise or help anyone get coupons or give coupons to anyone who wants cigarettes. Leave them. Leave them. I'll do it. Go, please. Thank you for getting me. We're going to try it 56 watts because 56 watts, 32 watts wasn't even getting it hot. So we're going to try a little higher here. Not hot enough. Lot of vapor from this, but it's not hitting very good like I would like her to. One thing about the airflow on, there's only one airflow, so you really don't have the option for the two airflows. Yeah, I don't like that. So how they did this is, all right, and I think it's supposed to work like this is, you have your airflow on this side. So what you want to do is you want to put your mouthpiece on the opposite side. And the reason for that is you want your airflow to come down and cross both coils and then come up. If you put it right here with your airflow and your drip tip on one side, your air is just going to go straight up, and this coil here is going to start overheating and getting too hot. So you want to make sure when you do your builds this way, you want to keep your drip tip on one side, your airflow on the opposite side, so they both get some kind of airflow through it. Another thing is with this RDA is you might want to try to use a different drip tip, because the one that came with it is really tiny hole there, and it has this huge, I mean, it doesn't make sense why they did that, really it doesn't, but I don't understand. So anyways, let's get to the build part of this. We're going to go ahead and grab a screwdriver, loosen these screws up, and take these coils out. These coils will not go in the garbage. They are still good coils, and I don't throw away my good coils. So I have my tools right in front of me, which is a great thing. I try to keep my stuff where I could see them. Alright, so we're going to grab that. We're going to grab some tweezers. We're going to get this cotton out of here. Actually, I need more of a needle nose tip so I can really grab that cotton from the bottom. There we go. What I'll do is I'll cut the end off right there. That'll allow me to pull the cotton out easier from the other side. And yes, I know you guys can't see, but you will be able to see in a second. I am going to make sure that you guys could see. So we're going to adjust the camera setting. Bam, so you guys could see too. Alright, we're going to zoom see a little bit better, I hope. So we're going to bring that right up right there. You know, I almost think I got a lens that I could throw on there that'll help with the picture. You know what? I wonder if it's just dirty. Imagine if it was just dirty and that's why it's like hard to see. Because, let me see. Cleaning the lens off right now. See if that'll help a little bit with the quality. And nope. So it's not the lens. It's just the quality of the picture. And that's something I have to look into and see if I could fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this cotton out. It's nice and juicy still too. I could have ate this stuff, but let's not. So all I'm going to do now is clean my coils off. We're just cleaning all that juice off these coils. Look at that, boy. Yes, sir. Just like that. Almost looks like I got one extra wrap on this other coil. By the way, it looks, and it really does look like it, but it's not. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen these up. Man, that coil's hot. These screws are going to come all the way out. So I'm going to grab my other tweezers because they got a round tip. And I won't lose my screws that way. Oh, the birdie's getting up and flying around. I found a bird in the middle of the road. It got hit by a car. And then she almost got run over by several cars. So I stopped. And I had my kids in the car. And they were like, "What are you doing, Daddy?" I'm like, "Look, I see something in the road, a bird." And I went and I got the bird. And she's actually doing pretty good. Her eye is swollen. She got hit in the head, it looks like, and one of her eyes are swollen. And I ended up grabbing her and putting her in a bird cage I have here, just until she does a little better. I'm gonna go online and see what kind of food I could give a wild bird, and just to help her out and see if she'll survive and live. So we'll see how she goes. I'll show you guys what she looks like in a minute. Let me just get these coils out. Alright, I got these coils out. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the piece back in that goes right where the juice flow is. I'm going to do a single dual coil build, but I'm going to do a vertical dual coil build. And that is going to allow, let me see, I got to try to get this to slide in. There it goes. So we're going to do a vertical coil build on this side, and then that side is plugged up like I wanted it in the first place, and the vertical build is going to be on this side. Kind of like the new kind of like that new RDA that's out from Jable and Suck My Mod. They worked on one together, and it's kind of the same concept, except this doesn't have an extra airflow, which it would have been nice if they made some kind of airflow system on it. And that's why this really only has one airflow on it, on that side. If you see, there's nothing on the other side. And basically is the dual coil build is for one side here, or you could do it on each other side. It doesn't matter, but it works better on one side, vertical, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab two coils that I have. They're pre-built already, and there were coils that I've used in the past, and I'm going to be using them again, and only because they are still good. If they weren't, I wouldn't use them. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these out of it. Babe, do you want to do me a favor, since you're in here when you're not supposed to be? Go grab my glasses, because I can't see nothing. My son's disobeying me again, and he's in here when he's not supposed to be. So he could help me grab stuff that I need, that I keep forgetting about. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, my nose is stuffed up. I need my coil jig. And I honestly think I forgot to get my coil jig from the living room when I went and grabbed it. I never brought it with me. So, oh, Danny's upstairs in my room. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take a walk to the living room. While he's grabbing that, I need my, get off of my chair before you knock all my stuff over like you guys did last night. I need my coil jig, and I had it, and I think I put it down again after I ended up grabbing it. Hey, what happened? Oh, it didn't stop, did it? Alright, it's still going. I hit the wrong button by mistake. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, I put my coil jig down again. Where did I put it down this time? I just grabbed it from over there. Yeah. So, I'm off for a second because can't breathe. The kitchen. The jig was right behind my Right, so put the clamp off. It won't fall. There we go. Actually, let me try more. So we getting a little bit better. Here we go. All right. So I got bill. We're gonna what's sitting for 0, I believe, 25. So 2 point nice size. Placed. I got around the eye, and these are placed. The positive is gonna be on top. The negative is gonna be at the bottom, like this. But so this is positive on top. That's gonna be my negative one on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is this is gonna go right in the hole, so I could insert this the right way, and I'm gonna have to see. I might. Let me see something. Hey, what's up? The bird's over to this side, he's watching us. That's cool. I need my glasses. Huh? I was wondering why I can't see.
Can you show them what the bird does, like you said?
I'll show them in a minute, Danny. Okay. I will show them. I want to do this first. Fix my glasses so they don't fall off my head like always. Alright, so we're going to try to get coil. What I want to get these screws in and have them ready so when I put the coil in, I could go ahead and snug. I could go ahead and snug it down. So we're going to put these screws in. Bada beam, bada boom. And these are magnetic screwdrivers, which is a little bit more helpful. It helps hold them screws on. So they don't, you know, they'll fall off if you shake or whatever. But it does help. You know what? They're not magnetic like they used to be. I think they're losing magnetism. I'm going to have to get my big magnet and let it sit overnight like that so it gets its that magnetism back. Or sometimes what you could do, and a lot of people don't realize this, is you could take a small magnet, all right, and as long as it's not in your way, you take the small magnet and put it up here. That magnet will work down here. As long as it's up here, you put your screw will stick, or you might put it like in the middle or something. Your screw will start sticking, which is pretty cool because it becomes helpful. You don't drop your screws all the time. Alright, so now we're going to start placing our coils. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this screwdriver with this small black tip here. That's about a 2.5 gauge screwdriver. And it's just going to help me to get this coil up in there. And I think I put the screws just a little bit too tight. Let me loosen that a little bit again. Loosen that one. Get that bottom one in there. Get that top one in there. Now what I'm going to do is just adjust it a little bit like this. And then hold it in place like that. La 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 la. And then I'm going to tighten the positive screw down. Well, I'm going to snug it for now because I want to make sure that my negative is going to tighten down and also reach. So I'm going to go ahead and, oop, I almost dropped it. Alright, I think that grabbed. I believe that grabbed, so let me go ahead and tighten it down a little bit more. Alright, and all you want to do is you want to snug your coils. You never want to tighten them tight because you could damage your coils. As they heat up, the screws, the coils will adjust themselves as they heat up. Excuse me. And what will happen is the metal on the coils, they'll expand and contract and stuff like that. So it'll be almost like your screws aren't even tight half the time. So you'll be able to retighten them, snug them on and all that stuff. So I need a vape. I was using this before for something, so I forgot what. We'll go up to 42 watts where I like it, and vape. Alright, so I have one coil in. So that's my single coil. Now I'm going to place my other one on this side. Positive on top, negative on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that flathead screwdriver. We're going to place the coil. Now, see, the one thing about these coils is this one's wrapped the opposite way. So what I want to do is I'm gonna actually have to kind of bend this coil a different way, because these were already pre-made, so it wasn't made for, you know, one to go there, one to go here. It was kind of pre-made for its purpose, which is what it's made for, was a sideways coil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my little needle nose pliers here, and I think these are my son's. He was trying to tell me that the other day, and I believe they are his. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this side a little bit, and I'm just adjusting the coils kind of so they're not so even, but kind of just want the positive is gonna move over more this way, just so it's easier for me to place them in there because they're not sitting the way they should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that flathead screwdriver, and I'm gonna try to place that in there. That one goes there. Actually, it might be easier if I do this by hand first. And then snug, I'm sorry guys, I will turn it back around. I just want to snug this negative first. And make sure it sits there for me. So don't move while I'm trying to get the positive in. And then I'll be able to, see, it's going to be hard to do this. Come on, get in there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to tighten this negative down. I got it, Danny, please. Alright, so I got the negative down, and now I'm going to go ahead and put that positive in there, and then we'll straighten out the coil wire. So make sure I could see that. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. So now this one is going to be on a weird angle and stuff just until I could, get off of there, just until I could straighten it out. So we're going to go ahead and snug that positive right down in there. Alright, we got the positive snugged, negative snugged. Now you see that one, see how crooked it is? So that's why we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our coil jig, and we're going to go ahead and straighten that one out. And straighten it out and try to pull it out enough so it's going to be a little even with the other one. You want them as even as possible. So you see how I got that even? Now what I wanted even was, I meant even this way, coming out, so they're sitting kind of flush over the hole. You got two holes right there, and that's where it's going to juice up from the bottom. So we got that all set like that. Now we got our dual coil build. So we're going to go ahead and check the ohms, and the ohms is a 0.17. So that's pretty good, guys. I'm going to put it at 26 watts, and we're going to fire it. Let these coils fire. Now you see one's getting hotter than the other, and they're not firing right. So I'm just going to do a little bit of adjustment, make sure these screws are tight and the power is evenly being distributed. Man, it's so hard for me to say certain words because of my Connecticut accent, my Spanish accent, and my new Maine accent I'm starting to learn. I'm all messed up. Alright, we're going to pulse this real quick, and it should start firing equally like that. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and just give this a little bit of a lift and squish. Lift and squish. Not really lifting and squishing, just adjusting it really, but I call it the lift and squish. Let's pulse that again. And obviously a build like this, I got it at 26 watts. We're going to have to go up maybe to about 50 watts for a build like this. And that's how she's going to end up vaping really nice like that, guys. So we're going to let it cool down. We're going to grab a nice juice that I have in here. I'm not sure. I got a bunch of them I made, and I have them all, not all, but most of them here with me. I don't have any names on them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and taste one. If I like it, I'll use it, which I like that one, so I'm gonna use that one. We're gonna go ahead and grab our cotton, scissors. We're gonna measure a piece. We don't want to cut it too big, but we don't want to cut it too small either. All right, so this is the cotton we're going to use, and the way we're going to do this is, because this is going to be a little on the tricky side, like trying to get it all the way down there, and the way I thought would be good to do this was using my cotton jig, which I forgot. Remember my cotton tool I made? The little wooden cotton tool with a piece of wire on it? It's over in on my desk. Grab both of them, or all three of them. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them.
There's like 4.
Well, just grab them all, because I'm going to use the cotton tool to help me wick this, because this is going to be a good example here of what this cotton tool is good for. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, geez, how I'm going to get this cotton through the wick down there. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to show you exactly what this tool I made is good for. So I think my son knows what to look for, and I really do hope he knows what to grab. Danny, did you find it, bud?
I found two different kinds.
All right, this is the cotton tool. You got, this one's the right one. So I'm going to go ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this down in here. The tip of this is going to go in the cotton tool. Don't get in my lake. And what I got to do is I got to open this up a little bit in the front part, because the cotton tool is going to go right through the front part. We're going to close that. All right, so now it's open. It's going to go down. It should fit right in there, no problem. We're going to feed the tip of this cotton right through that hole. Hopefully it went through. I can't really see it too good. And now you grab your tweezers. Let's see if I can get it through. No, that's going to be a tough one, boy, to get that just right. Let me see if I can do it again. This is the only way I could think that I could do it and get the cotton all the way down to the bottom without ruining it and messing it all up. So we're going to try to get that in there. Come on, get in there. I got it again, but the cotton's so fat. I want to use this fat piece too. I don't want to use anything that much smaller. You know what? Let me go a little thinner. Maybe it won't. Maybe I need to go a little thinner. Let's try go down this way. Yeah, see, that's going to be hard going down that way. So I'm going to try it again. Go this way. Let's wrap the tip of that up like this. We're going to go through the tip. It's hard to see the tip. There we go. I can't get the cotton in the other way. I almost get it. I almost get it. And almost is not good enough for me, because this tool I made is really, really pretty good to wick your cotton. And see, it pulls it through. There it goes. All right. Oh, I was going to say, it's pulling it through, but it's getting stuck somewhere. So that's it. It pulled it through. That's all. No more. So what I'm going to do now, it's wick it down into the well. There we go. It's down in the hole. Just like that. Now that's one way of doing it, struggling. Now another way of doing it, this was just a way I was showing you. There's other ways you could do it. You don't exactly have to do it that way. That's if you don't want to take it all apart. Another way you could do is you take your flathead screwdriver, or if you don't have one, your jig, if you have one of these, will have a flathead on the bottom. You go ahead and throw this like that. You take out this positive pin screw, your adjustable screw here. You take that all the way out. Okay, so that'll come all the way out. And when you do that,
you should be able to pop this bottom one right off. And I'll show you how this comes off right here. So you take off your bottom piece, and now what you have is a big nice well here. I still had juice in there. I thought I cleaned it all out. So you take it all out, one piece of cotton soaked it all up. That's good. Grab your cotton, make sure you got the piece you need, not too big. So that's about what I need right there. Okay. Now what you do is you could take a cotton tool, anything you have, you could go like this, stick it in there so you can wick it, and you could pull it through. I don't know if I'll be able to reach that unless if I take this plastic housing off. There we go. Now let's see if I can reach that, and then you could just wick it normally just like every other one. And I don't think that's gonna work because this cotton piece I put in here was just a little bit too big. Alright, so now we're gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna go the other way. Not quite the way I should have went. So basically you just go like this. You got your cotton tool going through the bottom, or your cotton, whichever way you want to do it. And then it's not, I know why it's not working. It's because of the coil I'm using. Got a bunch of like little teeth on it. It's a tiger coil or whatever it's called, lion coil. And it's got these little like teeth things on it from the coil they used, and it grabs it and it won't allow it to pull through. There we go, it just worked. So that's how that works. So we got two pieces of cotton there coming through. Now all you do with these vertical, you just trim off the top like that. So all you do is you cut off your top of the coil. Okay, you got your vertical coil there, and then your cotton on the bottom coming through like that. Now all you do is you back together, and I just took it apart because it makes it easier to wick. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put this back on. We're gonna go ahead and grab our screwdriver, our screw. Put that screw right back in there. Grab our jig and tighten it all up. There we go. Now, as I screw this in, this piece right here is gonna slide in nice and evenly. There we go. So now it's all nice and even, and all nice and greasy and juicy and stuff. Oh, it looks like it went in crooked, if anything. I don't like the way that went in. Looks like it's all crooked. Let me loosen this up. See, it's a screw, so the screw should have pulled it in nice and even. Alright, so we're gonna pop that down a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit more even now. Let me tighten this down one more time. And just keep an eye on it, make sure it goes evenly. There we go. I gotta help it a little bit. That's what it is. There we go. That seems good. Ole. Ole. Oh, you know what it is? It's the rubber to the rubber gasket. The last one is getting caught up on this side. That's what it is. There we go. I just popped it back through with my nail, so it's not caught in there anymore. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, she just went in very evenly all the way around. There we go, guys. She's all nice back together, nice. This is a very nice RDA. I'm surprised no one really uses this RDA too much anymore. We're gonna go ahead and just juice it up now. We got two different juices in there by mistake, sorry. We're gonna go ahead and juice it up to the juice hole, and you should be able to see it filling up. All right, she's almost full. You can see the bubble right there in the end there, almost filled up. A little bit more. And what's happening is the cotton is just soaking it up as I put it in. There we go. So it looks like it's pretty much filled up all the way, and the cotton is just about juiced up. Very nice. So all we're going to do is put it on nicely here. There we go. Now the thing about this is you want this to try to sit in the front where you're going to, whichever way you hold it to vape it, you want that coil kind of facing that way. There. I got my coil facing that way because I hold it like this and I tilt it this way. What's going to happen is that juice is going to face on the side. When you tilt this way, that juice is going to go right up into them coils every time. So you're never going to get dry hits at all. And all you want to kind of do is just kind of make sure that the wick is not super loose, so you don't end up leaking everywhere at the same time. So all I'm going to do is just kind of pick at the wick a little bit, and it's just I'm gonna pull on it just to plug up the hole a little bit, but it does have an open spot. So there we go. Go see your mother, let her know I'm doing a video in here. I don't want her walking in here being loud. So once you wick it, alright, so that's how you do that. And then you wick it. Now you have your vertical coils, 2 pieces of cotton that go straight down in. And there she goes. Let's go up a little bit higher on wattages because I'm going to go to 60. These coils I got are really good, but 60 watts. Let's see. There we go. Look at that vapor. Oh yeah, and that's only 60 watts. I can actually go up to about, let's go up to 75. There we go, 75 watts. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Let's zoom you guys back to normal view. And let's say hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna put it all together. So we want the airflow to face the coils, just like that. And then we're gonna grab our drip tip. I need a new drip tip for this, but we're gonna grab. Oh no, 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 no. Danny, can you start picking that stuff up for me, please? So basically I just dropped all my coils, all my washers, all my bushings, all that stuff. Grab the magnet off the fridge, and then just that'll pick up all the coils. So you'll be able to, you don't have to look for them, they'll just pick them up. Alright, so while he's doing that, I can finish this. So what we're going to do is grab the drip tip, put the drip tip back on, and see how it vapes. We got a dual coil vertical, and let's test it out. So that's it. Let me see if it's wicking good. Yeah, and see, all you do is when you're tilting back every time you're vaping it, it's gonna stay juiced up, and you're never gonna get a dry hit off of this until you run out, obviously. So that's it. That's the haze, guys. How you vape it, how you wick it, vertical. And hope you guys like this video, and hopefully you guys will think about the haze and maybe try it out, man. The haze is so good. It's just still a good OEA. It still works something different about it just because it's older and stuff. So go ahead, guys, give it a shot. Buy it. It's cheaper now to buy it than before. So you know you might need this in you know, go ahead and start vaping on it every day. I still use mine once in a while. So we'll see how she vapes for a couple days. Videos, what you guys think about it. Get about a little contest I'm doing, guys. You gotta show me a video, email, or you could post in the comments. On what was it again I was doing? The contest was for my own video again. Jeez. You have to do a 7-coil build, more either 75 wraps or more, and you have to be 1 ohm, no lower than more than 0.10, and no higher than 0.9. You got to build in between that ohms and 70 more than 5 and 7 coils or more. All right, and it could be coils. You can't use nothing smaller than a 24 millimeter deck. You have to go 24 and above. So let's see what you guys got. Don't forget, it has to be on my other video though. So peace out, and God bless. Vape on. No. Oh wait, yeah, the bird. My son reminded me. He wants me to show you guys the bird. So there she goes. That's the bird that we found on the road that almost got ran over, and she ended up letting me pick her up. Don't do that because she'll fly out if she knows. So that's her.
Or he.
It's a her. It's definitely a girl.
Okay.
But we found her in the road, and she just almost got ran over by a car. She got hit by a car. Her left side here or right side is swollen, where her eye is and stuff. So we're hoping that she'll get a little bit better. I gave her some food for now, some water, and let's see how she does. So I'll give you guys an update on that too. Sorry, I had the camera crooked, but maybe you'll see her. But we'll see if she gets better. I just couldn't bear seeing the bird. I couldn't bear seeing a bird out on the road with cars flying by her, just missing her. And I thought the bird was alive, so we stopped and went up, and sure enough, the bird was alive. Let me pick her up and everything, and she could fly. She flew in the house, so she could definitely fly, but she's just hurt. I think she's stunned. She's like had a concussion or something. The car hit her pretty good, so I'm just gonna watch her for a day or whatever, and if she does good and she's still alive tomorrow, I'm gonna let her go. But that's my video for today, guys. So God bless, and vape on. And boys, what is the saying that we say?
Don't smoke, it's a joke.
Don't smoke, it's a joke. Peace out. God bless and peace.